PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Lawletta looking for a first down throw. And right away, he lost the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or move.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Now it's Crowder. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Lawletta. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Gal, the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll fake it. Now Lawletta. And his pass incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, Lawletta. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Thompson. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Detroit! Gun!
From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw. Knight eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to throw. Knight. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So out now come the Redskins. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Throwing on first down. Knight looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Off the play fake. Knight. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
On third down, Knight. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to... And that's caught inside the 30. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No, check. Patriot. Set. 3-19.
On first down, it's Lauletta. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. A nice little juke. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
All right, now, look at this.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. Urtez at left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 63 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll go option to the short side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Knight. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Timmy Jernigan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Gone! Now let's go!
Now Lauletta on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lauletta on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Lauletta. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Detroit!
Throwing on third down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10.
Lucky 56.
On first down, Knight. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun. Detroit.
Throwing again. Knight. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. Now Abdullah, the return. Ooh, the juke. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On first and 10, Knight going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on second and 10. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw on third down. Knight. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
It's Lawlett off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Here's Lauletta. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high fly.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat.
Set. 319. 319.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Back to throw. Knight, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
No, check, Patriot!
Lauletta fresh off the pick 6. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the... The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now it's Lauletta. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, Lauletta. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz.
Missed.
He will not go down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Lauletto on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
Lauletto back to the air. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2.
Got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of depth.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Knight. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Now let's go.
They go with Abdullah again. And he's got this down to the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
The handoff to Abdullah. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.